Hey everybody, this is Peter Palmiotti, and this is my V100s anthology project slash future sketchbook project 2. Well, my first sketchbook, but I'm doing two things at once. Um, so figured I'd just do a short little video um, and show you how I initially approach inking a piece. So these are the pencils of one of what will be probably over 100 pieces. I'm doing some just strictly sketches. I want to try to do more ink pieces. So if this is successful, and you never know, then this will be one of the ink pieces that goes up. So let's see. I guess I'll do the okay, let me so that's the sun, and I'll just do sort of a atypical, that's the way the sun is shining, so the shadows will be on the left. Really, when it comes down to it, I go more for what looks good than what's technically accurate, so we'll see how it goes. And I need more brush. I need more brush on my ink. I need more ink on my brush. So how are all you doing? What projects are you working on? That nice thick chunky line there. Now um, this isn't tight pencils. It's tighter than a lot of them I've done that I've inked over, but still it's sort of wide open. Oh, I do want to mention, and I'll post a link um, maybe tonight, but more than likely sometime tomorrow. Um, I'm going to be on the Artcasters tonight. Don't know what the theme for tonight's show is, but I'm sure we'll see. Barring I don't get cat interrupt us. I sort of kicked everybody else, kicked everybody else, kicked everybody out, so I can do this, which is when I ink. What I have to do currently. So yeah, mostly what I do initially is just sort of an outline. If you don't know already, what I use for ink is a Higgins Black Magic currently. And my brush is Winsor Newton Series 7. I think it's number 1. I prefer something a little thicker. Uh, Inking tends to take me longer, This is kind of a tiny brush to be using. It's good for detail, but definitely like when I go in with just outlines, uh, tends to get rid of that. Tends to take me longer. So I know I mentioned recently I want to do some inking videos up on my Patreon. I don't know. Constantly debating on what I should do where, and Patreon's kind of a weird animal. As it is. So maybe somebody out in the audience will know um, what the story is with Winsor Newton. Are they still illegal to buy in the U.S.? I haven't bought one in a little while, and uh, I probably need to really stock up. Probably next month I'll do a big art supply grab online. Oh, Jesus. I don't know if you can hear, my cats are active. I got nothing but a screen door between me and them. And the little guy tends to jump over it. Not jump, he climbs over it. They're playing or fighting or something. I'm not sure if you hear them, but that's what's going on over there. This is this is thanks to good old Angus. jumped on my, well, he was jumping for my desk and kind of, oh, that had to hurt. um, slid off the desk and clung to my arm. I kind of feel like Indiana Jones from the first movie. Here are my scars. So I hope you've been enjoying my pieces. I've been posting them on my Instagram and to the D100's Facebook groups. And it seems like, other than the really odd pencil pieces, I kind of tend to think that people might want to see more of the finished version, so that ink pieces get more traction. What do you think? Alright, so that's, yeah. So even though it's time consuming, I wanted to essentially do a winged creature, because, you know, just there's so many things you could do with feathers and the patterns within the feathers, and okay, I think the audio is picking up the craziness of my cats. That's okay. So if you go through my pictures, um, you'll see there's a lot of variations between them. I'm gonna have to sort of sit down at one point and say, this is my main Griffin. This is what he looks like. Yeah, I may throw in. Uh, well, I'm definitely gonna throw in a couple other Griffins. It's also the character's mom, which you'll see later in the story, and each one will have its own unique sort of look, much like people. Every person has their own distinct characteristics. And this one's got a funny face. Funny face. Do 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 do. So yeah, as I go in, essentially just plopping down the outlines, sort of thinking along the way. What I'm going to be doing, and yeah, something like this will take me quite a while. One, because I don't have the tools I need, want exactly. You know, I have like a dozen so brushes, but only really two good ones, and you know, I do have a thicker one, but I'm sort of using that mostly for some comic inking I do. I don't want that to go bad before I'm done with the comic pages. That's the drag of being a freelance. I don't have enough income at the moment, but to get some good news, so things will be sort of evening out a little bit. Although I'm thinking of doing some prints of my favorite Griffin pieces thus far. Yeah, maybe a few inexpensive ones and um, one or two really higher priced ones. More quality paper, printing. I'll see what options. I know I went to my local shop and they said, well, for something that fancy, we outsource it. I was like, oh man, that's going to take forever then. You know, I mean, there's a there's a Staples, but it's like a town over, almost an hour away. And man, I love Staples. I wish they were in town, but unfortunately, they are not. So could order something online from Staples. And all right, be good. Yeah, I'm sure if I order something from Staples online, it'll be a little better quality, and maybe not take that long. Okay. So, kind of the logic of what I got going on for this channel is that, you know, I do want to turn it on its head in many ways, and I've had millions of thoughts of what to do and for the last couple of years. Um, One, improve the technology, which is a given. Sorry if that was off camera. Um, that's like the easy part. Um, I want to give more time again to doing edited videos, but I've sort of been holding off a little bit, and maybe I'll change my mind. But I'm not sure if the program I'm currently using is the one I want to go with. If the sort of pay for version is more akin to what I like, or if there's another program I like better. It's just that last couple of times I tried to edit on it, it not only took so long, the file was so goddamn big, it took forever to upload, and it's not worth not worth it. I'm hoping that the kitten wears himself out, because he's the one I gotta worry about. Everybody else will chill out. The kitten, which is Angus, is currently playing, so that's good. So when I'm on the Artcaster, so they won't distract me from our conversation as much. Currently, I'm doing this like I've been doing my videos without headphones, but I'll probably put my headphones on for that. So I don't know, just something about being in Hangouts. I like to have headphones on. So yeah, if you haven't been following the Artcasters, they've had a number of guests that have been doing the anthology project. Because both Scott and Josh, Scott Circlin, Josh Kimball, are part of the anthology Doing Our Own Thing. And Jeff Lafferty. They might have had Kevin Cross on not long ago. I forget now. I know Kevin was on Marshall's channel, Marshall Lee. He was part of the C100s, and I believe he's got a story in an anthology. Yeah, it's hard to keep track. There's so many people. Mike Emirates is editing it, Good old Mike did it last time. Is this book 2? Alright. So yeah, I'm just gonna. This is pretty much just laying down the lines that were there. Maybe what I'll do is I'll either work more on this particular piece during the Outcaster show, or maybe I'll whip out one of the other sketches I have that I wanted to ink and work on another one. Because sometimes, sometimes like having the hangouts. So this is really just basic outline, and um, and because it was kind of pretty tight, I kept it true to form. And yeah, I'm really happy with it thus far. This is going longer than I thought. Okay, that's fine. Um, I'm just I'm just as curious like what the final piece would look like, as you know, I'm assuming here for some of the people watching. Um, but if you know my work, then I like crazy detail. Sometimes I keep things simplified. You know, if if there's any weakness of mine, it's that I do go too crazy. But such is my work. Um, and I was thinking, because specifically for when I get around to working on retro, which I'm gonna be penciling and inking. I wanna simplify my work a little bit. Now I love detail, but I want it to be more about form, correct form. So we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. All right, so oh, I know what that is. Okay, let's. Sorry, sort of has back feathers that you could see there. So either way, regardless if I work on this place during the Outcasters or if I work on one of the other pieces I have penciled, um, I will have one or the other, fingers crossed, inked and up on my Instagram for everybody to check out tomorrow. Oh, there's also a chance that if I get some sleep, I'll be on Marshall Lee's early bird artcast. tomorrow morning. He said he was going to do one, and I like to join in when I can. And yeah, I have no other plans tomorrow except to get some work done. So, but don't wake up late. Alright, so I hope you love it. It's going to look hopefully a lot different, but hopefully better. Fingers crossed. Please like the video, and especially let me know if you want to see more just frankly art videos than me and my talking head. It's kind of where I want to go. You know, so let me stop this. Yeah, like, comment, share the video if you like this, especially if you want me to see a lot more of this. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and love you all. Be productive. See you again soon. Take care.